Hello, welcome to Duluth, Minnesota. As we are joined, as the sept itself, well, it's organized. Oh, thank you, Tom. As Juno burps rippling across the fucking shack, um, the sept itself has undergone a few things, and it's organized call what they call is kind of midsummer. Really, people start emptying out onto the grounds. Beers are passed around. It's mainly a happy time, but it is also mainly socializing. A lot of unsaid political moves are really talked about. This is the kind of social aspect that most people don't talk about. Most people are surprised when they get offenders from this point. For Juno and Charlotte, you've all become familiar with most of these where everyone really kind of wanders around. There's music, there's drinking. For Juno especially, this is when the get are really the most cattiest of your tribe, really. For Charlotte, the Glasswalkers kind of watch and come around, really. For both of you, though, you are both, well, how do you two arrive into this kind of big open kind of space? You see everyone lounging around, drinking, partying, chatting. You see some more of the higher up figures like Adrian's sitting at tables chatting very intensely. It's almost like it's almost like a ball, really, in a weird sense.
So, judging by the area set out, the amount of benches and tables mainly reserved for the higher of rank. Juno, having taken a spot down on a plate on a kind of an open piece of grass near one of the trees, kind of just sitting on the ground, leaning up against it, one leg raised, knee bent upwards, an arm rests across it, cigarette in hand, obviously the smoke rising upwards into the tree. It's nice, it's warm, but still she wears the leather jacket on top of like a vest top and shorts, just chilling.
And I guess for Charlotte's part, if this is something that they kind of hang back on and chill, especially if this is mostly a get driven thing, um, how close is this to the house?
Pretty close.
Then yeah, I imagine she will be out on whichever appropriate porch, front or back. You know, out in the public view, out where she can be approached if people want to. Um, Probably sat out with Damon, honestly, unless he wanted to stay inside in particular. But you know, he was
No,
invited out.
no, even Damon is out. It's kind of anyone who's everyone turns up to this. Um, for Juno, you will see another figure who kind of very much stays to the wings, which is the menace, Cassie. She sits off on her own, watching everybody enjoy themselves, but she's kind of very much a figure that's sitting down, cross-legged, in the grass. Um, she has some food that you can tell that are scraps that she's probably picked herself. She's kind of sitting there, just curiously eating them, like a hat over her head as it's the sunshine. You know, even she's out, but she's wearing something to protect that white hair. And for Charlotte, as Damon's kind of gone to get you beer, you see Zori in the thick of it all. Well, you can hear her. Both of you can hear her. She seems to echo like a fucking barometer.
Oh, okay. Well, Juno will look over to Cassie. First of all, she's spotted her in the corner of her eye. I mean, how can you not? That really large, oversized hat. This kind of stands out a bit, especially when on such a small figure. It's kind of more of a raised eyebrow. And how far away is she from the main group? Is she like quite far away, or
Quite far away. It's almost like she's both been put there and even moved herself further back.
Yeah, she'll just, yeah, if she looks up, she'll get a nod from Juno, but that's about it. She's comfortable where she is at the minute.
Cassie kind of just awkwardly like looks at you, looks down, looks back up at you, gives like the meekest like show throw essentially.
It's a kind of like half smirk of like we're literally 30 feet away from each other, like across the fucking field. Just the nod. It's like, yes, it's fine.
She seems more relieved and continues her eating.
Takes a long drag of that cigarette.
And both of you hear, and you know, as she's walking through, covered like her dreadlocks are like out everywhere, everywhere. And he turned left, and I turned right. The next thing you know, boom, neck broken. It was like that. Sees Juno, sees Charlotte. Did you see like a large clump of beer bottles in both her like big powerful arms?
She coming towards me,
Mhm.
or
Mm-hmm.
she'll stand up then. And kind of slowly etching herself off there, pushing off the back of the tree.
Hello.
Sorry.
Juno. Sets out a belch, cracks her neck. Since we are both fosterings, I thought it would be prudent to. Thanks. Prudent to share alcohol. Yes.
To kind of the half smirk. I like your way of thinking.
Nods. Hands you what you think is beer? It's got weird symbols on it. You don't speak Romanian, so it's got weird symbols on it.
It is alcohol. She described alcohol. That's fine. It's close enough. She takes it, nods the head. Thank you very much. Congratulations, by the way.
Oh, it was nothing. Hands around throat, neck snap. It was quite easy.
But entertaining.
Oh, it was very entertaining. They were all surprised at how chipper I was about it. Everyone was like, "You have to be serious," but why would I be serious about something I was enjoying?
Can't agree more.
Everyone was like, "Oh, Zodi, you have to lead." Well, I did lead. I mean, they all want to blame our runes. Easy targets.
I heard you did really well.
I did. I chopped down, I kicked left, and then I kicked her. Straight across, like snapped her neck. Boom!
And how many times did it crack?
17.
17.
I kicked her 17 times.
It's kind of like,
I had to be short. She gives like almost like, this like intellectual, like, yes, this is
Just-
the wisest nod you've ever seen.
just the Obama not bad face, nodding. It's like, yeah,
When you're trying to crack skull, you have to, to get particular. Bones bend a particular way. I am not bright woman, but I know bones. I know how they break. And 17 times. Nods. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Well, if I ever need any bones breaking, I know exactly who to come to.
She'll nod, like, I accept this. You could almost hear the Cassie rubbing her face.
And Juno will attempt to taste this death in a bottle.
It's strong. Whew. But fruity, but strong.
Stamina roll.
Yep.
Oh boy. Yes.
Strong. It's like, whew. It kind of, you're not expecting it initially. You manage and you don't get absolutely wasted, but you're kind of not ready for the assault of really strong alcohol, but fruity taste.
That was for more the scarring to keep it down.
Mm-hmm. That's, I mean, the fruit
To
kind of
kind of,
burns your stomach. It's like,
it's good. It's real good.
Yes, it is my mother's recipe. She adds berries, but she also adds strong alcohol into it. It's called Fruity Surprise.
Really a surprise.
Yes, it put tears on chest, as my father would say. Although that is quite contradictory. I shall think on this.
It's kind of like smiles through the pain as her eyes just kind of like, please kill me.
Looks over and sees Charlotte. We should give it to her. She is wimp when it comes to alcohol.
Oh yeah, she's a lightweight.
Lets
out this huge whistle.
For what it's worth, yeah, Charlotte in the background has been, has glanced over to poor Cassie by herself and has actually lifted a hand to give her, a proper wave. Pitch a smile her way while the other two are talking. And honestly,
you get the meekest hand wave, like, hey.
She probably has started to hoist herself up, thinking, I'll go talk to Cassie. That's what I'll. And then this ear splitting whistle happens, and she's just like, oh, yep. Kind of glances over. That for me. Oh,
rapid and nodding.
The finger goes up and into her ear, does the little as she's trotting over. She doesn't full sprint it, but yeah, she trots up to the both, and I mean, she'll do the cursory head tip because best to just be polite.
Zori looks proudly as if, yes, show me your throat.
Whoa, whoa.
Wild air on her face.
Juno just taps her on the side of the throat before Zuri gets too excited.
Juno gets the most fleeting of little thank you looks before she turns a glance back to Zuri. What's up? What can I do for you?
As Fostern, and because you are my friend, here, the beer can, you think it's a can, it's probably just fucking a glass bottle with sellotape with Romanian writing on it, gets shoved in your face.
Yeah, she accepts, as one does when a thing is shoved in your rough direction. Oh,
drink.
It's really good.
Okay. She kind of shrugs, and I mean, let's face it, Charlotte is. She thought she was a party girl, and then she moved here. So she does give the cursory, tilts the neck of the bottle to get a whiff, to kind of try to judge the hell she's in for.
Fruitiness.
None of that, acrid burn.
Nope.
Just deceptive, fruity. And yeah, so yeah, she tips.
Really fruity, like berries.
Aw. Yeah, she kind of tips the neck of the bottle, takes, a very brief kind of sniff, but doesn't linger over it because she was told to drink the thing. And yeah, she'll tip back and not go for some heinous swig. She's not a fucking Fiona, but doesn't lead with the super tentative little taste either. Just gets, a bit of a mouthful.
I mean, that's stamina, Charlotte.
Jesus. This is worse than shots. Hold on a second. I did not pull my shit up like a good girl. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay. Aha!
Whew! So all I'm going to say is that burns all the way down.
Yep. It hits her tongue and she starts to feel that burn, and she just does not linger on that. She goes ahead and, swallows it back, and just, the eyes kind of pop open as there's that immediate realization of, oh, I did something stupid. So yeah, there's a comical face as the high alcohol content becomes a reality. And she quickly, hastily, even kind of swallows and kind of, oh wow,
It is good.
that packs a punch.
Very surprised. My mother made it.
I was surprised. It is suitably named. Whew. Hey, I can breathe clear now, though. That's good.
You won't be just breathing clearly if you have about 4 of them, if you know what I mean. Yeah.
She actually needs a moment on that one. There's a pause, the lips roll in, she looks down, like, no, not gonna bust out laughing. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure 4 bottles of this might kill a normal person. That's, whew. That is what I feel like my pops would call that is a sipping drink.
She looks more disgusted and turns away like, ah.
Well, you did it now.
What? Because it's meant to be savored and enjoyed in small sips.
Abel says you're a pussy. She looks up at the sky. Like,
Heaves a shrug.
I didn't say anything.
He's not the first person.
Probably not the last.
Nah, probably not. She takes a little bit more measured a sip this time, like... yeah, she at least knows what to expect. But she's not gonna baby it.
Like, yeah, it's like,
Yeah. There's still just that moment afterwards of, like, you kind of have to tilt your head a little bit and just be like, oh, and now every hair on my body is standing straight out. Awesome.
So, how have you two been?
Helpless shrug.
It's been alright. Busy.
I heard you make Guardian punch.
Juno assumes the wall. Just nods.
The ripple effect. As the ripple effect shatters every fucking bench on set. No. Yeah, she punches your arm. Again, sorry, hits like a fucking freight train, but Juno has enough stamina to just go, thank you.
Yeah, she just kind of like, yep, totally. That didn't hurt. Lifts up arm, drags cigarette just to get the blood flowing again through that, internal bruising. But that's fine. She doesn't need to see that. Just blows out the smoke. Yeah. Yeah, personal request of the Wormfoe, apparently.
I know. They told me there was enough for the runes. I know. I was quite sad.
Oh, shit. Side glance, bit of a nod.
Just a wink to Charlotte.
She'll loosen into a broader grin. Well, hot damn. Moving on up.
If that's one way you want to look at it.
I mean, it could be worse.
Could be a lot worse.
It could be.
But no, I'll do my duty.
Means you have to get up early, though.
Doesn't bother me. I'm always up at that time.
Grins to herself.
Not like some who just sleep in all the time. Just slow head roll towards Charlotte.
There's that fantastic second or two of pause where she doesn't realize this is directed at her. A side glance. And then the eyebrows kind of pop up like, what, me?
Oh, I'm just saying, prying you out of that bed when when it's been comforted by someone else is quite difficult. You even have to get a crowbar sometimes.
I mean, she's dating a Fiona.
Oh, exactly. Like magnets.
There's mild pinkness. And that hapless shrug again, like, yeah, totally, whatever you guys said.
You
Maybe
should
a
try
bit.
silent. You should try Silent Siler, man. Points at one of the big, huge Romanian kinfolk. Like, holy fuck!
She takes one good look and swallows, the sip of the drink she was taking, and just kind of goes, "Oh God, I think he would literally break me in half."
Oh, I don't know. I think Lars would actually quite like you.
Hmm.
He knows how to. He knows how to put hands around throat.
That is
I've heard
one of
that.
my
I have heard that a lot.
He's very good.
that is
And it's also
definitely not on my kink list.
really.
I mean, I wouldn't call it a hardline no, but with hands that big, phew.
See,
Surprisingly,
Zuri,
surprisingly gentle. Like long walks on the beach.
But what?
and poetry, from what I heard.
Mm-hmm. I heard. I also heard he's a talented musician.
Hmm? That's a new one.
Mm-hmm.
What's he play?
Heard it. Triangle.
Nods. Sage nod.
Blink. You know what? Damon and I are pretty good.
He's very skinny.
So
Just looks at the gap.
Another
Just
shrug.
shrug. Just to kind of shrug, like, yep. Not gonna. Nope. Dodging that one. Takes a drag of cigarette, but that's none of my business.
He has the traits that I want, so shrug.
So he just nods as she takes her own drink, like bum 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 bum. Closes her eyes and just nods to herself.
Eyebrows just slowly raise, like, oh, oh God.
It is okay. She pats Charlotte's shoulder. I understand.
Charlotte quakes under the massive pats, like the jostle.
Taps her chest. He has big penis.
Man, she is going to make a mistake, and to keep from commenting as she turns another shade of pink, like tips back the bottle, like, man, I'm just going to take a swig of this. Oh, I immediately regret this decision, so make another roll.
Give me that stamina. Yeah, give me that shit.
Yes. She does, however, come out the other end of that swig sputtering. Like, oh, God.
And Juno sees this moment of weakness. She kind of half smirks on the side of the face that Charlotte can't see properly. Turns to Zuri. Really? I heard Vlad was better off.
Really?
Oh, yeah, that's what I heard.
Huh.
Like a trouser snake.
She looks over. I will go see.
You should go too, Charlotte.
What? No, no,
You
I do not.
Zori actually let down the top knot of dreads that just fall down along her shoulders. She's walking off towards one the cluster of kinfolk.
Nope, nope. I do not need to see any wayward
I,
trouser
I
snakes.
think it would be educational for you at your rank, Charlotte.
I have the whole internet. What do you think I haven't seen?
Flat penis.
I do not need to attach a face to the penis. That is no. Oh. I mean, Zuri's. I'm not going to try to look at anything that she's grabbed that strongly. Nope.
That's all right. He can take it. He's a big boy.
Yep. He doesn't seem to be complaining. Slow head tilt.
Cassie covers her eyes.
Juno just watches like, yes.
Are they just gonna?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, I'm gonna go wait in the stands. Like, jerks the thumb back over her shoulder, probably back in the direction Cassie is. Actually, like, I'm just gonna not
Cassie's
watch
like,
this at length.
I am not looking at that. I am. Oh, never mind. I can see it.
You really thought Zuri was a shy woman?
There's not shy, and then there's flagrant exhibitionist. There's a space between those two things.
Whatever floats your boat.
I mean, far be it from me to kink shame.
A slow smirk appears on Juno's face. Just the awkwardness of this Charlotte right now.
The sudden about turn, like, yeah, so in the stands. Like,
So,
I'm just.
What are you both? What are you both doing? And the other man, they vanish into the sea of Zori.
Oh God.
It's a sea. Wow, that's phrasing.
Yep. As Juno got. So what are both of you doing?
As the tide washes over Vlad and Lars.
I activate my emergency jetpack. Yeah, she's just gonna reel back a bit and probably come over to plop down next to Cassie. I mean, she's not gonna keep Juno from following,
Okay.
of course, but yeah, she'll plop down next to Cassie. Just kind of flump onto the ground. I assume she's sitting on the ground. I don't know.
Yeah, with a big oversized hat.
Hey,
Staring. Trying not to stare. Hi.
it is.
Ooh.
It is a lot easier if you don't look directly at it. Trust me.
Head tilt.
Yep.
So big.
What?
Nothing.
Don't. Oh God. Nope.
Why are you drinking that?
She kind of tips the bottle back a little bit and glances at it.
It's berry paint thinner. It's like they mix heavy vodka with berries. Thought it would work.
Oh, that would explain why I feel like I'm dying. Well, I now have the cursory social drink. Just gonna, I'm just gonna. She will, kind of set back so the bottle is propped behind her and be like, I'm just gonna pour out one for my homies that couldn't be here today, and yep.
Are you okay?
Hmm?
You seem quite awkward. You okay?
I mean, everything is still ridiculous, but
I mean, it's like a gathering. They always have these type of things.
Oh, yeah, no, it's just everything that's been going on.
Just nods. Everyone seems to be getting on anyway. Points. You can see Carves and another guy chilling and chatting, actually. It's Carves and Callum. It's an
Oh,
odd chatting. It's not the most friendliest of chatting, but it's politeness for the sake of politeness.
yep, she'll follow the pointing finger, and there'll be a brief eye narrow, and then the eyes open in surprise, because that is not a combo she expect to see.
You can roll
Oh,
P&E on it.
the fucking will.
Okay, jeez.
Gonna. Ugh. I will do surprisingly well, in fact.
3. It's forced. It's very measured. Again, this is almost like most people like to get drunk for the pack alphas, the ones who are meeting up at the. This is very much controlled. It's very much politeness for the sake of politeness.
Yeah, she'll start.
You can tell with 3 successes, Skyripper has something over Callum, though. It's that smirk on his face.
That one he always has.
Oh no, this one's a bigger one. This is the I know something you don't face.
Wait, is it Skyrim or Calves?
I'm sorry, Cars. Blah, Cars. Skyripper is not here.
He's nowhere in sight.
Nope.
Yeah, she's scanning the crowd, seeing who's talking to who. Makes a mental note, again, on how much she dislikes Carves, especially when he's making that face. But we'll continue scanning the crowd. And try to ensure that wherever the hell Damon is coming from, he is not walking past Carves to get to her.
Damon seems to be ambushed by the Fianna currently.
Okay, that's acceptable.
Juno, are you looking at the crowd at all?
In fact, Juno's not really walking into the crowd, but kind of going closer to it as a sense of
Give me
like kind of
perception
walking
awareness.
around it.
Give me perception awareness. Let's see what you see.
Nothing.
You don't see anyone you're looking for immediately, although it takes some time, but you do spot too. By a fucking cooler.
Nope. I know where she's going. She'll make her way over
Ease
to
your way
me.
ease your way through. Charlotte, you spot Leaf and Lily as well. Cassie's kind of just more or less kind of silent but watching everybody. It's really odd for Charlotte that Cassie just does not want to talk, really.
Yeah, she'll keep tabs while Juno wades in to do her thing.
Yeah, the second Lily sees you, she just waves enthusiastically, like her arms up, like, hey.
To who? Me?
Yeah.
Of course, Juno not being that full of energy or excitement, she gets the kind of side wave, like yo. As she just kind of makes her way through the crowd a bit.
Leaf sits on the fold-out chair as he's just nodding, like, yes, I am part of this. Yes. And then Lily will wave enthusiastically as you come over, like, hi.
Lily?
Junie. June. You hear Junie and then Juno.
How's it going?
Lily will look around, crowded.
It's just the understanding nod of, yes, I hate it too.
Leaf just more like, I am just part of this, just nods. It is loud, very loud. Yes.
I'm just surprised there's not been that many fights already.
There has been 15. I have counted.
Like I said, not that many.
Mm. Your brother's here.
He is.
He is. So is your boyfriend.
He is.
Yes. I don't think one of the Skolsons will miss this.
I imagine the whole family's here.
Lena's here somewhere. Rises with Freya. There was a
And
big argument.
assuming Juno knows Freya's back at the house, right?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh, Rides came over and basically told you to go have fun. He's spending the night with Freya.
Totally. She just pulls out another cigarette, puts it in her mouth, lights it.
There's a big argument.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom.
Oh, Jesus. Between mom and who?
Lena and Rides.
Do you know what about, at least? Or
Just kind of look around. It's crowded and it's loud. Kind of stand up. Leaf is there, standing there, sitting there, taking a swig of beer. He's like, Lily will walk over and whisper into June's ear. Your mom wanted Freya to come. She said if she was a proper daughter, she'd be able to attend one of these things.
she'll see that even Juno, it's kind of like the tensing up of the back muscles, that she's kind of like, don't like that.
Lena had to calm down, right?
I can't imagine why. It's fine. Fuck's sake.
Traditional, Juno. Remember?
Yeah. Trust me. I know exactly what she's like.
But yeah, your brother's here. And he's...
Looks round for him.
You can't see him currently. Because you failed the roll, unfortunately.
Yeah, no, he looks around. It's just like being quiet.
He's not quiet. We'll put it like that.
Which is what scares me about the fact that I can't spot him.
I mean, trying to find it stare. Leaf is like, yes, it is like hot, sweaty. Good luck finding him. I do see Charlotte though. She's looking as awkward as ever though.
Naturally.
She alright?
I think the kind of looks over to where Zuri's mating. I think the thought of Lars and Vlad. You know what some of these city folk are like.
She was in an orgy.
I don't think she's ever been in an orgy.
Lily kind of does a slow head turn, like, where the fuck did you do that? You know, I was in an orgy.
So this kind of looks at Leaf. It's kind of like,
Takes a sip of his beer.
huh.
It's quite entertaining.
I'm sure it was.
Indeed.
Did you all enjoy yourselves?
Well, of course it wouldn't be an orgy if we didn't.
Oh. Not everybody enjoys themselves.
Why, how many orgies have you been in?
None.
Then how would you know?
Only speculating, Leaf.
Stares. Eyes narrow. Hmm.
No, I missed out on all my party years, unfortunately.
He's just rubbing her face, staring at Leaf as the Curb Your Enthusiasm music starts playing in her head. Like, how in the fuck? Do you know what I mean? Well, I should not have. That doesn't not matter. I'm drunk. He does stand. He doesn't stand. He kind of wobbles a bit in the chair. We will need to have a talk, you and I.
We will.
I understand you went up north.
Nods.
We will have to have a talk.
Been up north a few times.
We will have to have a talk.
Assuming when you're not inebriated or it's, you know, sidesteps somebody brawling this busy.
That would be preferable, yes. Unless you'd rather talk now, but alcohol makes me blunt.
Just kind of the internal of, yes, it's the alcohol that does it. Of course it is. And she just kind of stares at him like, I'm sure. But just kind of like, the half, almost half smirk. Right. Well, knock on my door anytime.
Yes, I will do that.
We'll have a chat in the privacy of my kitchen.
Nods. Ilya catch Juno's hand very subtly and lean in. He's here.
And she just kind of looks down, like, my hand is grabbed. Ugh. Looks up, just kind of like, as Lily's face just mashes into the side of her head.
He's here. What do you think?
Everyone?
Who do you think is here? And who isn't here? Think.
Well, that's what I've been trying not to think on, honestly.
Well, he's here, and the other one isn't.
Again, something I wasn't trying to think on. Takes a drag of the cigarette. Long, hard drag.
What if he comes over?
Then he comes over.
It's a good thing I brought the bat.
It's kind of like the kind of almost worried look goes to more like the forward brown turns and looks at her like, what?
I brought the bat.
Why did you bring the bat?
Looks over off the side like, that's none of my business. She brought it to hit someone, Leaf says as he takes a drink.
Yeah. I didn't think she was going to play some baseball.
Don't worry. I am here, and I am a philodox. I will prevent this.
What, the baseball or the bat?
The hitting. Either. For his... It is, no.
You're not a fan of baseball, Leaf?
Eyes narrow. Why do you ask me this?
I'm just curious.
Eyes narrow again.
Nothing wrong with getting to know somebody who's in my cousin's pack a little bit better.
I do not like baseball.
Just kind of nods. Yeah, I don't either. This is the slow head turn towards the like. Yeah, I don't either. No, the
It is of his face. Hmm. Woman.
Wait, what? You cut out on that.
You're a confusing woman.
Makes you say that.
Eyes narrow again, like this. It basically he has the look of this is a trap. I know it is a trap. Because you're a ragabash and they deceive, and you say things in weird meanings, with a weird smile on your face. And you have chosen to do this while I have been drinking. This is not fair.
I think it's entirely fair.
No,
Just
stands
getting,
up. It is not.
just getting to know you, Leaf. That's all.
Lily put a hand on Leaf's shoulders, like, buddy, easy. No, you are doing ragabash things. You are using this to. I know what you're doing.
What am I doing?
Ragabash things.
I'm just being friendly, Leaf.
Well, you women are very confusing in your friendliness.
I can be not friendly if you would prefer that.
This is a trap. I am onto you. I am aware of your social games.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay.
Lily just look over her shoulder. Don't wind him up. He gets weird when he drinks. She'll smile. Like, she will genuinely smile.
What? It's like, what kind of smile is that, Torda?
She's trying not to laugh. You can see it written on her face.
Just, it's the kind of look on Judah's face of like, she just kind of like, kind of licks the back of her teeth, like, oh, but it's tempting.
Leaf sits back down, disgruntled, and Lily leaning. He has to deal with Maria every day. Give him a break. I mean, like, I'm only saying this as his alpha. As long as you don't make him frenzy, I won't hit you with my bat. If you make him frenzy, though, I'm hitting you so hard that you won't even feel down there for a long time.
I'm sorry, what?
You heard me.
Did you just threaten to hit me there?
I did. If you make my file docs frenzy in the middle of this party, I will hit you down there so hard that Chris won't even know what it's like. I will hit you with that bat. If you make my file docs frenzy. But you're not going to do that, are you, Juno? Because we're cousins, right? Takes a quick sip of her drink intensely.
I was just being friendly, Lily. But if you don't want me to get along with people in your pack...
No, don't you use those ragabash tactics on me, Missy. Puts the hands on her hips.
What ragabash tactics?
I know, Juno Trimbenson.
Lily Trimbenson? Mimics puts the hand on the hips.
You are pulling the face.
What face?
The face.
What face?
That's none of my business face.
No, I'm not. I think this is entirely my business.
It is not. I said, if you make my
friend hit me in the vagina so hard I'm not going to feel sex for weeks.
Yes, if you make my file docs frenzy.
Would I ever?
No, but I'm just giving you a condition. Jeez, I don't know why you're getting so sensitive.
Me getting sensitive?
Mm-hmm. Look, I've
The
had a
kind
few, Juno. I've had a few, and I am aware I'm dizzy, but I am aware.
You're aware.
Mm-hmm.
Touch your nose.
Just to poke herself in the eye. Like, ugh.
A few.
Yes. Is that a problem? Juno does a little zigzag motion with her head.
It's not a problem at all. I'm glad that you're, enjoying yourself, and so is Leaf.
She looks over at Leaf. Probably the both of you turn and look at Leaf.
Yeah, just both turn and look at Leaf as he's. What is he doing, Torna?
He's one of the kinfolk,
He's
staring at
what?
them. Staring off at one of the kinfolk, like taking a slow drink. Then
He
looks
seems
back over to you.
He's both just staring at him.
His eyes narrow. What? What are you looking at?
Nothing?
Nothing?
Mm-mm. Turns back to Lily. Really enjoying himself.
He stares.
I would have never guessed.
I mean, if you can get him a kinfolk.
Wait, you're telling me? It's kind of like the slam the brakes on. Hold on a minute.
What? I'm telling you what.
Telling me he hasn't got a kinfolk?
No?
Really?
Leaf is not good around women. I don't know if you've noticed, Juno.
Well, I think he's got a certain charm about him. It's the kind of look of, pull up the collar look.
I mean, Leaf's a sweetheart, but he is a odd one. I like him, but odd. That's why I like him. Get some well with your friend. The one that wanted to join my pack. Takes a swig of her drink. Maria's friend. The baby.
Glasswalker?
Yeah, the baby.
What about her?
She wanted to join my pack not too long ago. It was in music. She rubs her nose. Realizes there's snot in it, like, ugh, and like rubs it on the chair.
Just shrugs. I don't know.
I just said she got on with Leaf. Why are you getting all weird?
I'm not getting weird.
You are totally getting weird.
Am I?
Yes, you're talking like this, which means I am now Juno, and now I am weird.
That's why you like me, isn't it? It's kind of half smirks.
But no, apparently she gets on well with whatever her name is.
Charlotte?
That's the one.
I don't know.
I mean, she's over at our house every day.
Like I said, I don't know.
Well, I was just gonna... Throws up her hands. Never mind.
It's gonna what?
I was just gonna ask you, why don't you go get her to talk to Leaf? While you be Juno and go find your boyfriend and make sure he hasn't killed anybody.
Why would my boyfriend kill anybody?
You know why
Oncept.
You know why he's the way he is.
Just kind of throws that last bit in there, with arm gestures and everything. Just like, hold on, Oncept.
Besides, You know why.
People keep saying I know all this shit. I honestly don't know what they're talking about half the time.
Uh-huh. Stop
And
pretending, Missy.
they keep giving me that as well, and they keep saying stop pretending. But again,
I said, let's not pretend. I didn't say stop.
same thing.
Different vocabulary, Juno.
It is, but it's the same implied meaning.
Different vocabulary, Juno.
With the same implied meaning, Lily.
Different vocabulary, Juno.
I'm sorry, say that one again.
Different different words. Juno.
Lily.
It is different pauses. I have to make this roll for poor Lily because she's been drinking way too heavily. Oh God. Juno.
Beautiful.
I mean, it comes out in a spew.
Can I dodge?
I will give you time. You gotta get 2 successes to get the fuck out of the way of that.
Dex athletics.
Yep.
Oh.
So yeah, he's like, and then just just sprays out. You try to sidestep, it just hits your jeans.
She just looks down, it's like.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Leaf has a look of it was not me. I am now satisfied. Then he just looks up as it's in her dreadlocks. It's in her shirt. Oh, I'm in trouble.
Do you want a spare shirt?
No.
No? You want to be covered in sick?
I'm gonna be covered in something.
I don't even know what to say to that.
I don't know. Maria gave us these alcohols. I haven't felt right since.
Kind
Gives
of
it
looks
derpy smile.
looks down at the beer.
It's not beer.
What
Beer
is
is not. What they've been drinking out of, essentially. Not Leaf though. Leaf is somehow been a lot more. Maybe it's because he's aware of what they're doing. He's been drinking a lot of beer, but Lily has been drinking out of this plastic like 7-Up bottle, and there's clear liquid in it.
He kind of looks at it, looks at the goofy smile.
I don't know. She gave it a mark of thorns, and then handed it back to me. And I'm a theurge, I should know this stuff, but
Now you're totally wasted.
mm-hmm.
And you're covered in sick.
Mm-hmm.
And so am I.
Yes.
But I'm the only one here that's not drunk.
Yet.
You know, it is surprisingly hard for me to get drunk these days.
It's because you're a lightweight. Falls over the chair.
It's kind of like looks like, ooh, that hurt. Actually, no, you'll feel that in the morning. Well, Lily, it's been fantastic. Congratulations on fostering, by the way.
Your face.
I'll speak to you later. Yeah, I'm sure that you'll come. You know, tell you what, come over for tea in the morning. You'll need it.
You just hear various mumbling.
Turns to look at Leaf, Is
Mid
where is he
mid
looking?
stare, like looking at one of the looking at some of the Fianna folk who are whiling around, and he's just head tilting, like, hmm, hmm. Then sees you looking in his eyes, just like it's like looks at you. What? Oh, Lily stands up.
She'll be fine.
I've got this. Come on, Lily. The airplane has arrived. No, she's like he holds her up essentially as he's begin over his shoulder, leading her towards the lake.
And
We come back. Oh yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
do you know? Well, so covered in sick, we'll look over at Charlotte, and I guess they'll have their conversation before she pings.
So yeah,
Dun, dun, dun.
Yep.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. You kind of cut.
you're talking. You're talking to Cassie, yes?
Yeah, at least initially, because that's who she's sitting next to, and it doesn't look like anyone else is really keen to keep them company.
Nope. Yeah, Cassie just sits there nibbling. So, everything okay?
It's okay as it's getting, I guess. Are you doing all right?
Mm-hmm. Managing.
Yeah. Anthem of the nation, right?
Yeah. Had to do a few jobs, and they were not nice.
There's a squint.
Had to help out with the city initiative. I don't like the city.
Do you know, I blame you less and less every time I go in there.
Aren't you like the city specialist though?
Yeah, it's still kind of my conducive environment. There's just, you know, health spawn practically everywhere. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
I get it there a lot better when I've got a secure base. And that didn't go as planned, so
I heard about that.
yeah, figured you probably
Glad
had.
glad you're alright.
Yeah, me too. I'm glad Damon's okay.
That's good.
I mean, I guess as okay as he can be. She'll like glance over to wherever the Fianna are bustling around.
Damon is being given stuff by rides. That's all you need to know.
Given stuff by rides?
Alcohol. A lot of
Oh.
alcohol.
Oh, Jesus. I thought rides was.
Oh, not rides. Barkathorns.
Oh, no. She doesn't know, but oh, no. On the purely OC. No. She probably will not think twice about it. It's Fianna doing Fianna shit. No, he's holding up best he can.
It's good.
Kind of firms the lips into a line, glancing around the assembled. Are there any Therages that aren't completely wasted right now?
Squints. Wind on snow.
Oof.
Surprisingly.
The mouth opens, it closes. It opens more thoughtfully. Closes. Okay.
Why?
Uh, just stuff. I'm not even sure it's stuff.
It's here.
Hmm?
Marcel's here.
What? Where? She like actually sits bolt upright, starts scanning more seriously.
She points with a shaky hand, and there is this big motherfucker. Big. Standing a ways bit from Carves.
No,
Tall. Hair.
I
And
have two. Oh
powerful.
Jesus! Sorry, you're kind of cutting out a lot.
Oh, okay. Tall, big muscles, long blonde hair. Looks every bit of the example of the perfect get, essentially.
But two important questions. One is how close is he to Damon?
Charlotte.
Hmm?
High or low? High or low?
What? Why don't you like me? High roller.
I roll a baby. No.
The second all important question is how close is he to Juno?
High or low?
I know it's pushing my luck, but I'm sticking with high. Oh, thank the Lord.
Do you want to know who he is close to, though?
A little.
Do you want to know who? Not Zori. Abel.
Abel's talking to him?
Talking.
Oh boy. Better yet, where's the rest of Carves' pack now that that has been pointed out? Carves is talking to Callum. Marcel's talking to Abel. Where are the other two?
Wildfire is sitting on his own drinking and has that same fucking stink eye he has for everyone. He's one of the sober Philodoxes. Runs through the jungle is talking to Siege Engine and Perfidy. Two are sitting at a table. They seem to be exchanging more of the liqueur than actual like beer and backyard booze.
Well, that's at least moderately promising. And I mean, Wildfire's doing how he do, so
Yeah, he's usually the sober one.
that stink guy though.
Oh yeah, that's even more intense than Leafs.
Jesus. Is there anything else of interest that I should roll to see?
Lena is watching the argument between Abel and Marcel escalate.
Oh, they're arguing?
That's what I meant by talking.
Oh. Not bueno. She'll shoot a side glance over to Cassie. How's Cassie doing?
Quiet.
Is she having any of, like, the twitches?
Like I said, she's quiet. She's not really speaking. She's very short in her sentences. She's quiet.
You okay?
Yep. Completely fine.
There's like a glance back at the escalating conversation. Glance back at Cassie. Beating the shit out of her. I am, in fact, peeing the shit out of her. Holy damn.
Yep. How much successes?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Jesus. I'm going to just say it like this. She has not taken her eyes off that argument. Every time Abel shouts, you see her shiver.
Are you going to be okay, or do we need to get inside somewhere?
I'm not leaving him.
You wouldn't be abandoning him, Cassie. You'd be
I'm not
making sure
leaving.
nothing bad happened.
I'm not leaving him.
Okay. Would you feel any better if I got closer to the situation?
No? No, I wouldn't. Situation. Because then you're closer to the situation.
There is kind of that slow, you're not wrong kind of nod. You've got a point. Who all is close to that situation? Or if people, or do people still have the God-given sense to like start creating a birth as it escalates?
People are giving it a birth.
Okay.
Definitely. You definitely get the impression a birth's being made, but it's escalating. You can definitely see Lena's keeping an eye on it, but even she's starting to kind of weave her way through the crowd a slight bit, but Abel is getting animated. Like he's even pushing Marcel in the chest and everything.
Oh boy. None of these will help. Is anyone else starting to weave their way towards it?
Warder is moving towards it.
The warder?
Yup. Now she's a way away. She has to make her way to the crowd.
Is Carves paying any mind to this? Or is he still pretending everything's fine and talking?
Over his shoulder, he sees Callum looking at it. They seem to be almost glaring at each other. If you get me? It's weird. It's like while Abel and Marcel are going at each other, Callum and Carves are doing something similar, except it's not pushing or animating. It's more subtle talking. With 6 successes peening, I will give you for both situations. I'm just going to give it to you. It's like both alpha and beta of each pack are engaged in their own similar sort of conflict. One is being waged with words, and the other is becoming more animated.
Oh boy. Oh,
For just before I get back to Charlotte, you can roll a perception alertness as well.
I will do that. I think it's the same pool, but let me quickly look. Yep. That is 1 whole success.
Okay. Marcel has his arms folded throughout the whole thing. The second Abel pushes his chest, the hands begin to drop.
Yep, it's time for her to get up.
For Juno, need you to roll me a perception alertness there, buddy.
Fuck. 2.
Oh, You definitely hear Abel shouting. Definitely. It's a ways away from you because of the previous roll. However, you engage in their own argument.
Oh God. Yeah, she gonna start making her way towards those two.
Okay. You start to push through. And you see they're at the benches as well. It looks like the two of them are having a talk. But Felix is animated as fuck. Chris is calm. Felix, you can leave. The picture doesn't do him justice. I'm probably going to need to get a new picture for him, but I didn't have the time. But you can see some of the scars still on his face from well, you know what. But he's pushing Chris in the chest almost. Chris is just calm, calm, calm. I just need to give me a quick death set legs to see how well you get through that crowd. Same for you, Charlotte, if you're getting up and moving.
Oh. What crowd?
You kind of get through it. You have to duck and you can definitely hear. Who the fuck are you to tell me what I can't do? Just because you're shagging my fucking sister. And by the way, maybe you should fucking work on that instead of fucking doing your fucking cars all day. You know, actually take care of her, Chris. Or are you too cool for that? So, you're moving through very close. You're getting closer. But that's what you hear, Juno, as you're getting right up there.
What, hear him say that to Chris?
Yeah.
And she just kind of like appears in the break. The crowd just kind of looks at the two of them. Do either of them look at her or not?
Oh no, Chris has his back to you and Abel's to focus. You know what I mean? It's kind of like unless you vocalize something, they're not going to acknowledge you because they're too focused on each other.
And she'll just kind of like, the kind of, I'm guessing they turn facing each other, just kind of like appear next to them, like in between them.
Chris doesn't acknowledge you. He seems to be just watching Abel as Abel's like, oh, great. Juno's here.
Felix?
No, Chris doesn't acknowledge you. He seems to be watching.
No, but it is Felix, right? Oh. It's not Abel.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Sorry. My brain. It is Felix, yeah. He seems to be watching Felix.
She just kind of turns, just kind of looks between the two of them, just like, with that stern look at what the kind of, the fuck.
Felix say, oh, look, it's my sister, the great Juno. Hey, June.
Felix? You alright?
Oh, we're just peachy. Chris and I, we're just peachy. Isn't that right, Chris? Push. Chris doesn't even bulge. Just...
Felix?
What, June? Having fun?
I was, until I heard my brother shouting.
Alcohol, June. Don't need to worry about it. Why don't you just go off? Me and Chris are just having a talk. That right, Chris? Tap.
What does Chris do?
Doesn't move. Just keeps watching.
Felix?
What? What am I going to get talking to now?
No. Just please. Just don't do this.
What am I doing wrong? Not have a drink.
You can have a drink. Just don't start a fight here, please.
Start a fight. Well, Chris ain't gonna fight me. Chris taps the third time. Juno, I'll give you 1 perception check, diff 8.
2 successes.
You have the opportunity to stop Chris, but that hand is moving fucking fast.
Yeah. She's
Give
gonna
me a
try and
Dex
stop it.
Athletics. Give me Dex Athletics. I will roll for Chris, because Chris is actually a pretty good brawler.
That's what I'm afraid of. Oh Jesus! I got 4.
He gets 4.
I guess I'm the defender.
I don't actually know who would be defending in that situation. I actually really don't.
Because he's
Like,
the one.
usually the person swinging is not the defender.
Yeah, then it's you. I think you just barely catch. Yeah, you barely catch his wrist.
Yeah, I'd say it's more of a kind of. He goes to punch, and she just literally steps in the way. So she'll take it.
Oh, Juno. Then you gotta roll damage.
Yep. It's
3 bashing. 3.
takes 3.
That was a
Crack.
fucking savage right you with.
Where's my damage? There it is. All right. Yep. She takes it a crack across the jaw.
Yeah, that was pretty fucking savage. Like, that was Jesus. You know, it was so fucking fast. Oh boy.
She'll
So,
straighten herself up.
Felix rolls this. Not as good as Brawler as Chris. Thanks.
All right. Can I get in the way of that one as well?
I mean, I'm gonna say no because you just took as you're kind of turning. He's throwing something anyway.
Oh, that's okay then. So if he's throwing a punch, I'm literally stood between them. So
No, he's throwing
if
a
she
bomb.
sees that, she'll.
Nah, this is almost reactionary as you kind of turn to get hit in the face. So his strength is that. You got 2 successes plus 1. So it'll be actual be that many, yeah. Glass. It's gonna try to soak that. So as you take the punch to the face, you kind of turn, like hold like because Jesus.
Yeah, that
Then you hear
turns
you know, as Chris stumbles back as like Felix got him straight in the face with glass.
and she'll just go up to grab Felix by the arm. Just kind of pull him towards her. Like close.
D10 for who intercedes. Oh dear. Oh, Juno, when you grab Felix, you hear something hit like thump. From behind you as you're turning to grab Felix.
Well, let's go. She'll still kind of like go to grab his wrist because it's reactionary.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. She just kind of holds it like you know, as you would a child, like holding the hand, like the arm up there, so it just doesn't grab anything else with this hand.
Mm-hmm.
Just kind of slowly.
From behind you, you hear significant. Someone hit the ground fucking hard.
Turns around to see what it was.
Chris's nose is shattered. Water stands over him. He struck you. And then your brother threw a bottle at him.
I got in the way.
I see. Thus escalating the situation. Just nods. Keep an eye on your kinfolk. Or
Yes,
I will.
right. No. Yes, right.
Get out of here.
And she will drag Felix, and she'll try and pick up Chris.
Oh, Chris is knocked the fuck out.
All right, she's marching Felix in front of him. She's gonna pick up Chris.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, like that nose and jaw are fucking broken.
So
Boom!
She's
You know what I
picking
mean?
him up.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Oh,
fuck.
yeah.
Like, baby cradle. It's like, you know, just to kind of like march to Felix, like fucking move now.
And she'll say, Trimbenson.
Stops.
Looks at you very evenly.
Turns. Yes, right.
It's the second time I've seen two men fight over you. Don't make it a third.
I don't plan to, Raya.
Yeah, and she just starts walking towards the conflict growing between Marcel and Abel.
Oh, and she's just like, right, Felix. Just like the slow turn that goes from the almost happy Juno that was enjoying the party to the, well, someone's going to be getting a beating tonight. But she's not that mean. It's like, march now. She's kind of like, no, not shoving Felix, but kind of like, you know, move. It's that stare.
I mean, yeah, you start to push through the crowd as this is over to this argument. Charlotte,
Sorry?
as that's occurring with Juno marching Felix and the others through the crowd, you're coming up on this.
Yep. Man, am I happy to be coming up on this.
Okay, I have to sit up properly. So, as you come through and trying to wean your way through, you can see in the distance the warder made a junction and kind of turned off. You keep going and keep driving through. You see Lena trying to push her way through as you get to it first, but you hear Abel. It's like, oh, what? Marcel, you gonna beat me like you beat Juno Trimminson? Is that it?
Oh, dear.
You gonna beat me because beating girls is the only thing you're good at?
I'm gonna take a point of rage. Do I want to know what the difficulty is right now?
Just roll it, Katie. You can spend willpower if you want. I think it's like diff. What moon is it?
I'm hoping it's at least a fucking crescent moon, or hoping it's at least a crescent moon.
It's crescent. Fuck it. Fuck it. It's crescent.
gratuitous, then I do not. Actually, no. I guess I would have been fine on even then. No, I wouldn't have been fine on a half moon. But yeah, she gets very, very agitated, and all things considered at this point, they're both fucking Guru, albeit one of them is significantly larger than the other. So when she gets into range, she's going to try to immediately divert to start doing crowd control and get people the fuck away from them and make room for Lena to get through.
Lena's trying. She's squeezing her way through. Jonathan, you over here. Push. Still, Marcel still has not moved. Like, come on, huh? Big brother? Think you're so fucking bad?
Oh, God.
Maybe you'll beat me like you beat Cassie. Then you hear Marcel. Or maybe you'll squeal like Cassie, brother.
Why don't you like me? I'm gonna roll my peony to see if Abel is shit-wasted, and then I'm gonna roll rage again. Well, at least
Yes.
if either of them... Oh, Jesus
Rage.
Christ.
Waste. Drunk and high on fuck thunder.
Awesome. And
Oh, your rage.
God bless ones and threes. Still not frenzying.
Okay, I need to make a roll for Abel when he says that. Of course. Doesn't have much of it left. Doesn't matter. Lena
All I can think to do is try to interrupt.
Oh, jeez, poor Lena. Lena's a good bit away.
Fuck me. I will, make an attempt to interrupt. I'm not gonna lay a hand on Abel yet. But yeah, fuck it. Gonna try to disengage this shit. The terrible fucking plan. Why don't I have persuasion?
I mean, the thing is, they're like you kind of make your way past the crowd. They're right up in each other's faces. This isn't the same level as Abel and Chris. This is like, I mean, they're like right in each other's faces. It's kind of like who's gonna swing first, essentially.
Nope. That's pretty much the only decent idea I have. And if they're that close together, no amount of just talking is gonna work. So yeah, I'm gonna do the dumb. Albeit I'm going to do it to Abel instead of to Marcel. But she will walk up, and it is carefully from as far a distance as she can, because she really doesn't want to be all up in his personal business when he whirls on her. Will attempt to reach out and touch Abel's arm with a very deferential Raya.
Like, get the fuck off! Hand shoves back.
Yeah, she doesn't try to grab. She doesn't even try to hold the touch. It's very, it's a mild touch. So yeah, I mean, it's easy enough. Like, he can even slap her hand away on the recoil.
No, get the fuck off me. No, come on, Marcel. It's easy for you, right? After all, you just like beating people, don't you? Spits in his face. And I got a roll from the big guy.
Oh, God.
Those Marcels.
At least it's stiff 7. Yay! I mean, you don't have to worry about it till after the roll.
It's in frenzy. But there is that silence then. As even the crowd go, oh. How does Charlotte react?
She will pause for a second, because even she's just like, the asshole pucker level is over 9,000.
Marcel very calmly rubs the spit off his face. Walk away, brother.
Are
Last
either of
warning.
you offering challenge, Raz?
They both look over. Charlotte, what the Abel will say it first. Charlotte, what the fuck are you doing here?
The same thing everyone else is doing here.
And then fuck off. It's between me and my brother.
It's between you and your brother and the entire sept watching you, Raya.
Well,
Including
then
your packmates.
they get a show. Stop fussing. It's none of your business anyway.
I'm a Philodox, Raya.
Oh, right. Fine. Cool. Marcel just doesn't look smug. He's more like, it's hard to look smug on 7 Rage. I'm going to put it like that. I challenge you then, chicken shit. Spits in his face again.
Oh.
I gotta roll rage.
We're just gonna close.
Roll rage. He's gonna spend. No, holy shit, he does not frenzy. But he does. I'm gonna keep it cinematic, but my god, that first punch, Charlotte, Abel goes flying.
There's a cringe. So much for setting the terms of a challenge.
I'll just see how Abel takes it. I'll just roll his stamina. He's got stamina.
Are any of the Philodoxes even mobilizing?
He's literally shoving his way through the crowd. He'd be there in a turn.
Who is?
Wildfire.
Thank God. I don't even care who, because I really don't want to get between them.
Abel take a stagger back after taking 3 bashing and
Please, the terms of the challenge, Raya. She turns a glance to Marcel.
Ahmed, fists, submit, or unconscious. Simple, brother. Can't you handle it? Abel rubs his nose, looks over at chat with this little savage grin. Can handle it, alright. Handle it better than Juno could anyway, is that right, Marcel?
Oh, God damn it. I've already taken a rage for it. Fuck. There will be a pause as again the eyes close very briefly. It's like I am zen. I am so fucking zen right now. Then Raya, please. She will glance around, make sure everyone and their mom is out of range. But yeah, we'll essentially giving Wildfire a chance to shove through is going to start, getting people to back the fuck up.
I mean, once he enters, people like literally back up, and he'll look at you. Cleith, what was the challenge?
Hamid, fists to submission, right?
Good. Make sure everyone's back. Anyone who takes a step forward, put them down.
It may be noted, Raya, that a blow was struck before the terms were set. She will glance over to Abel. It may be prudent to allow him to heal off the damage. And then she will fuck right off to do exactly what she was told.
Take Krynos, Cleith. Enforce the point.
Blink.
He's walking towards Abel, and there's just a slap right in Abel's face.
What? Wait, why is he slapping Abel?
And
Abel is the one with the giant bruise on his face.
Yeah. Oh, he slaps Abel, and then he turns and slaps Marcel. And you just say, fair challenge. Trimbenson, heal yourself. Do not strike him unprovoked. Marcel backs off oddly.
Well, she was told to take Krynos. Fucking A, she will comply, but will spend a rage to do it, at least.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna bleed that off a little. Don't mind me.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we'll begin a cursory walk around to kind of, keeping a little close to the edge of the people so that they will start kind of moving back a bit, giving her hopefully a little more elbow room to essentially passively try to keep widening the circle.
Yeah, people get a bit jarred seeing Krynos back them off, but you see Abel heal his damage. And I'm just going to put it like this. Abel loses. And oh god, that was painful. Like, Marcel broke his arm. Like, it takes a bit. They're fast. But Marcel is too much of a juggernaut. Abel's arm and jaw are broken by the end of it. Abel does not submit.
I assume it just goes till he's rendered unconscious?
Yeah. They keep asking him, does he submit? And he spits in Marcel's face each time. Marcel hits him just that much harder. And then eventually Abel's just down.
And I assume Wildfire is right on top of the whole thing.
Mm-hmm. Once Abel hits the ground, I mean, he takes Krynos and literally just pushes Marcel back. Because Marcel is trying not to. Marcel just keeps going and going and just so much rage. Wildfire just takes Krynos and literally body slams him to the ground.
Yeah, at the very least, Charlotte is not necessarily a brave woman, but Abel is already down and viciously beaten. So if Wildfire tells him a few times and it doesn't work, she will probably even start moving in that direction, though I imagine Wildfire will handle it long before she gets into range.
You can hear Marcel stop and you hear boom, boom, and then Marcel, you hear the Krynos roar as someone just, it sounds like someone just wrenched someone off another one.
Yeah, at that point, her only goal is to, potentially get over Abel just in case he in case he decides he's angry enough to try to pull through Wildfire, but...
I'm going to put it like this. Marcel's at Abel that hard, he's on 5 lethal.
Oh.
Like, I'm going to put it like that. Abel didn't back down. He was on 6 bashing. Marcel hit him again. He's on 5 to 6 lethal.
Yeah. At which point, while Wildfire gets one of them under control, Charlotte is going to very, very gingerly, she can carry a person in Krynos. She's not normally very strong, but in Krynos, she can do a lot of things. She will very, very gingerly try to scoop Abel off the ground, big head popping up to glance for the nearest Theurge, because she doesn't have all her gear on her. She thought she was just hanging out on Sept.
Cassie is running over to take Abel off you?
If Cassie is the one who is moving the most emphatically, yeah, it's also his packmate. So she will turn, and, the bout's been decided, so there's no reason to necessarily keep Abel there. So yeah, she will turn and begin lumbering to Cassie.
She takes him, doesn't say a word. She's totally not crying as she's basically picking up a hold of Abel and totally running, trying to push her way through the crowd as Abel is just bloodied.
I mean, she'll serve as escort as necessary to make sure the crowd does in fact part.
They do. You can still hear the fucking frenzied fucking snarls of Marcel as he's been literally pinned by wildfire.
Yeah. Once Cassie is clear, she will turn. I'm gonna blow some rage into the fucking ground if I have to. Just slam her fist a time or two just to get it out of her system as hard as she fucking can. And then yeah, we'll turn and begin to wade back in.
Where are you going?
I mean, truth be told, she just wants to make sure that Wildfire's got shit in hand, because if Marcel's still snarling, there is no guarantee he won't fucking try to pop Krynos or some shit.
Let me see. So, get very sad very quickly. Strength is that. Oh, Jesus. All of that.
Holy shit!
So, wildfire. Is that?
What are those?
Strength brawl.
Jesus.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Marcel's loose. In
Is he?
Krynos.
Oh
Yeah.
god, I hate my life.
You just see literally wildfire get blasted up in the air as this gigantic Krynos just it looks exactly like the one that curb stomp you.
Funny thing that. Is he clearly in frenzy?
Let's see. He blew a lot of rage.
I imagine so.
He has enough to frenzy. He did blow a lot, so there is a chance.
Oh.
No, he's not. No. No. But he's just panting heavily.
Once Wildfire is off of him, does he make for a lunge, or is he just standing in place, quaking?
Quaking. Very much quaking.
Not gonna lie, particularly if there's still an open path for her through the crowd, she gets in there triple quick, but she's not going to advance on him.
Oh, he sees you, and it's almost like it's that massing, quaking stare. Is like, if you come at me, you know what I mean? It's that type of stare. But he hasn't moved. It's more like, it's like, an animal that's kind of primed and ready to, it's that type of stare. It's like, if you're coming,
She will, once she's in range to at least do something if he does snap. No, she is not advancing on him. She's just getting back into the center. And when he pauses and quakes, she will tip up her chin and say, "You have won the match, Raya." High tongue.
mouths down to Hamid, but still quaking. Doesn't say anything, just starts to walk off, stepping over Wildfire, who's getting up like, that was not, that type of thing.
I'm gonna do something that's gonna make me angry. I'm gonna look around for carves.
See this thing with Callum, and then he whispers something into Callum's ear and proceeds to walk off. Callum does not frenzy.
Then she will finally, especially once he has like gotten his way out, especially if Wildfire does the same, will finally revert to breed and just exhale massively. Just whew.
And it is there we shall end this scene.